In the northernmost region of the planet, where sunlight reaches only a few months each year, the Arctic is constantly changing in rhythm with melting ice and cold winds. In this context, life does not stand still. It evolves, adapts, and finds ways to overcome each new challenge. The smallest and largest creatures here rely on sophisticated survival strategies to withstand the harsh winters. Every move, every breath, tells a story of resilience in the coldest place on Earth. In the white Arctic, a polar bear moves with a steady rhythm. Its thick white fur blends into the snow, each strand retaining warmth. Beneath it is a thick layer of blubber, often more than 4 inches, allowing it to withstand temperatures below 0 degrees Fahrenheit without losing heat. At the edge of the icy fjord, it waits beside a seal's breathing hole. The wind is still. The ice is motionless. Time passes slowly. Patience is its most important weapon. Only when the seal surfaces for air does the moment change, and the bear strikes in a single, decisive motion. Still, success is rare. Most hunts end in silence. The success rate is only 10 to 20%, suggesting that even the apex predator fails more often than it wins. When spring thaws early, bears must swim farther into open water. Each mile expended precious energy. Some cubs went hungry for weeks, even months. When food was scarce, they sought out the remains of seabird eggs, carcasses, or leftover meat from the winter. But danger didn't just come from the cold. It could come from their own kind. Large males sometimes threatened cubs, keeping mothers on their toes. In this silent Arctic, survival wasn't loud or dramatic. It was a steady journey, guided by patience, endurance, and the ability to adapt to a world that changed without warning. On the cold surface of the sea, killer whales move like a well-rehearsed formation. They rarely hunt alone. In each group or pod, each individual has a specific role. The leader guides the way, another applies pressure. The rest act as a distraction. Every movement has a clear purpose. When they need speed, they can reach nearly 35 miles per hour, enough to take down prey many times their own weight. On the surface, the entire pod coordinates to create powerful waves, causing prey to lose balance and fall off the iceberg. Underwater, they use echolocation to identify every small sound, every movement of life ahead. But their strength does not come from just physical strength or speed. It comes from intelligence accumulated over many generations. Each pod has its own dialect, sounds that only they understand. Hunting techniques are also passed down from mother to child, like a cultural treasure of the ocean. In this world, the survival of killer whales is a blend of strength, strategy, and intelligence. More than just predators, they are individuals who learn, remember, and preserve the way of life of the entire community. Across the vast snowfields, caribou begin their migration, stretching hundreds of miles. This is one of the most impressive journeys in the wild. The herds move in slow streams, step by step towards new land. Their large horns help them withstand strong winds, while their stamina protects them from the challenges of winter. Caribou are also an important source of life for Arctic wolves and many indigenous communities, where they are closely linked to ancient traditions. When the ice is thick, caribou use their front hooves to dig deep into the snow, finding lichens that are a valuable source of energy during the coldest months. Their journey is more than just movement. It also helps distribute nutrients throughout the ecosystem, nourishing the soil and maintaining the natural rhythms of life in the Arctic. In the silence of winter, caribou continue to move. Their endurance, migration, and connection to the land form an integral part of their story. In the middle of the icy plains, muskox stand firm against the bitter winds. They possess two special coats, a long outer coat that protects against the wind, and a soft, thick inner coat that retains heat, enough to withstand temperatures as low as -50 degrees Fahrenheit. Thanks to this structure, they exist as a relic of the ancient Ice Age. When danger appears, the herd immediately huddles together in a tight circle. The adults stand on the outside, using their large bodies and strong curved horns to form a protective wall, while the calves stay in the middle, safe from the cold wind and predators. It is a strong communal instinct that always keeps the herd alive. During the long winter, food becomes scarce. Muskox rely on lichens, dry grasses, and vegetation left over from the short summer. Each of their movements helps the grass grow back the following season, helping to regenerate grasslands and maintain the balance of the ecosystem. The muskox's presence is a testament to its resilience. From its ancient coat to the way it protects its herd, everything reflects the animal's long journey through the coldest regions of the world. In the snowy landscape stretching for dozens of miles, Arctic wolves appear as a species that relies more on the strength of the group than on the strength of the individual. An adult weighs about 70 to 110 pounds, always moving in packs to increase the ability to survive in harsh environments. Each of their hunts not only faces prey, but also faces cold winds, long distances, and icy terrain. The leading individuals scout the direction, while the remaining individuals keep a steady pace, coordinating to corner the prey into a disadvantageous position. In that wild world, Arctic wolves play a role in natural balance through solidarity. Their every run is a reminder of the strength of the group, where the instinct to coordinate has been honed over many generations to adapt to the cold polar region. The polar bear walked along the edge of the ice, his 1,300-pound body moving slowly but surely. In front of him, a herd of walruses lay close together. Each weighed more than 2,000 pounds, its body as thick as a block of steel, and its tusks over 3 feet long, creating a natural defense. Sensing the danger, the herd immediately tightened into a circle. The adults stood on the outside, their heads facing outward, creating a wall of defense with their bodies and curved tusks. The calves were pushed into the center of the muskox-like defense strategy. The bear took a few steps forward, observing the walrus's reactions. He knew that even a flick of his tusks would be enough to cause injury, so every step was calculated. In the vast expanse of ice and relentless winds, the Arctic fox appears as a small but intelligent and resilient creature. An adult weighs only about 6 to 10 pounds, possesses a thick coat that changes color with the seasons to conserve heat and effectively camouflage. Its every movement is controlled, not wasting energy in the environment below -40 degrees Fahrenheit. The Arctic fox lives by the ability to take advantage of the smallest opportunities. It patiently tracks the footprints of polar bears, a behavior unique in nature. When bears leave the leftovers from seal hunts, the Arctic fox will quickly approach, collecting every bit of meat left. It is a survival strategy that helps it get through the long months of scarcity. When hunting small prey, the Arctic fox uses its sensitive ears to listen for movement under the thin layer of snow. With just a slight sound, it dives down in a precise straight line. In that harsh world, the Arctic fox does not rely on strength, but on intelligence, energy conservation, and the ability to exploit every small opportunity to sustain life in the icy region.
The snowy owl has thick feathers, which help it camouflage perfectly in the Arctic ice and snow. Just standing still, it almost disappears in the vast white background. Its sharp eyes can see movements from more than half a mile away, working well both day and night, keeping a steady and calm observation rhythm. Its food is mainly lemmings, Arctic hares, and small birds. Whenever its prey accidentally appears, the snowy owl jumps up with its strong legs. Its wide wings glide almost silently. That silence is an advantage, allowing it to approach its target unexpectedly and accurately. In the cold space, the snowy owl appears as a symbol of foresight, of perseverance and quiet strength, values that help it survive in a harsh world. In the winter forests of North America, gray squirrels are small but agile rodents. A full-grown squirrel weighs about a pound, has large forward-facing eyes for good vision, sharp claws for gripping tree bark, and a long, bobbing tail for balance. They can leap more than 10 feet between branches and run nearly 20 miles per hour, avoiding most of the dangers around them. On a tree trunk nearly 20 feet high, a bobcat lurked in silence. Its lightness, muscle power, and accurate pounce were its greatest advantages. Early morning is when both squirrel and bobcat are active, making this encounter difficult to avoid. When the squirrel stopped to nibble on the hard bark, the bobcat crouched down and shifted its weight onto its 4 legs. The distance was only a few feet. A silent spring sent it hurtling down in a clean trajectory, gravity providing extra speed. The squirrel reacted quickly, but not quickly enough to escape a complete ambush. This is a small but important meal for bobcats during the harsh, cold season.
As the story ends, nature continues to operate in its own way. Are there any species that made you think more about their role in the ecosystem? Leave a comment. Every angle makes this journey of discovery more profound.